And across the Sahel and Lake Chad basin, millions are rebuilding lives battered by conflict, displacement, poverty, and climate shocks. And now diplomats from across the region are calling for a lasting response that goes beyond security to strengthen communities. Senior reporter Jesse Tafida has details in this report.
For years, the Lake Chad basin has carried the weight of conflict, displacement, and humanitarian hardship. And while the guns may dominate the headlines, another struggle continues quietly in homes and communities, the struggle to rebuild lives. The call came at a high-level diplomatic retreat in Maiduguri.
While our armed forces continue their brave operations, we must enhance intelligence sharing, community-based border management, and joint stabilization initiatives alongside the multinational joint task force initiative. We must reopen and formalize historic trade routes. Borno State is actively developing inland dry ports and logistic hubs.
For Borno, the conversation is deeply personal. The state has witnessed the scars of years of crisis, but it is also witnessing communities slowly finding their feet again, and that recovery, diplomats say, must be made sustainable.
History has shown that countries that trade together do not fight one another. So as we deepen commercial ties, we deepen trade, we restore those links, we will now not be able to see ourselves and start shooting at one another. That is our ultimate objective.
This meeting, we shall discuss the relationship between Nigeria and her neighbors and what Nigeria has been doing to fight insecurity, and also what Nigeria's neighbors have been doing to fight insecurity.
From Nigeria to Cameroon, Chad and Niger, communities share the same environment, trade routes, and increasingly the same humanitarian challenges. That is why the region is being urged to make cooperation a bridge, not another border. Experts say lasting peace will remain difficult if the conditions that make communities vulnerable are left unattended. The answer, they say, is a coordinated approach that places security alongside humanitarian support, climate resilience, and economic opportunity. For millions across the Sahel and Lake Chad basin, the ultimate test of this regional commitment will not be measured in conference rooms, but in safer communities, restored livelihoods, children back in school, and families able to rebuild with dignity. Jesse Tafida, TVC News, Maiduguri.